reporters, welcome back to my channel. Do you remember when JLo announced that she was going to be calling off her tour in order to spend more time with her family? Obviously, everybody thought that that meant that it was a last-ditch effort in order to fix her marriage with Ben Affleck that is seemingly falling apart before our very eyes. But unfortunately, while JLo was out in Italy having the time of her life without the family that she supposedly called off her tour to spend time with, meaning without her husband and without her children, Ben, her husband, was pictured outside of their home. His moving trucks were pictured anyway. He hired Wetzel and Sons moving and storage company in order to help him move out of that massive $60 million that he and JLo bought together just like 2 years ago, if even that. It really is crazy to me that they went and bought this beautiful, gorgeous, stunning home for $60 million in cash money, cold, hard cash, and they're already selling it. I think they might potentially take a loss on this, which is rather unfortunate. And they've only been married for like 2 years, again, if that. And just to see the marriage fall apart like this, it really is just so sad. You would think that with this being like a second, third, or fourth wedding for them, that they would kind of be tired by now of always being in and out of relationships and marriages and whatnot, and ready to truly fully commit to this and to settle down, especially given the fact that they so highly publicized they're getting back together and everything like that. You would think that they would be fighting a little bit harder in order to keep this marriage together, but it really feels as though they just got in there, had one tiff. I'm sure it's a lot more than that, of course, right? But this is just the way that it seems like from the outside looking in, given how short-lived this marriage was, and just wipe their hands clean of the other and just never look back. I really cannot wrap my head around everything that they did, like the publicization of this relationship, that This Is Me Now documentary, the musical. This was supposed to be a huge year for JLo because in addition to those things, she had a Netflix movie that just came out. Then she was also supposed to, what was the other thing she was supposed to do? Yeah, documentary musical, and she was supposed to embark on her world tour. She dropped an album for the first time in like 10 years. This really was, sorry about that. It was supposed to be her year, you guys, the year of JLo. But unfortunately, what wound up happening instead? Rumors started circulating harder than ever that she is supposedly mean to her fans, to staff, to people in general, that led to her being taken down on TikTok and just, hated in general. And then her, newly found marriage that she was so excited about, so happy about, that she wanted to share with the world and everything like that, starts imploding. Her husband moves out of the house. Now she's out on vacation in Italy. The husband, meanwhile, is back in California, moving the last of his things out of the home. It really has to be just devastating to watch all of this and to know that a lot of people on social media who do not like you because they've heard all of these, firsthand, secondhand, thirdhand, fourthhand, and so forth, stories about the way that you supposedly treat people. Like, it's a lot going on. And I really hope that JLo takes the time to rest, recuperate away from the public eye when she comes back from Italy and finishes up everything that she's got going on. I imagine that she just wrapped up Publicity for the Netflix movie that she's got, and it seems to be doing rather well. So hopefully she doesn't have anything else coming out. I think a year off would do JLo a lot of good. And that includes a year off of men as well, because, it's just too much. It really, really is. Again, at the end of the day, JLo has kids, just like Ben has kids. But JLo has been, I'm going to focus on JLo because she's been engaged so many times, So it's just the idea that you have these young kids looking up to you and you just keep on like swapping out man after man every other year or something like that. It's just not good. Stay single for a while, honestly, and just enjoy your life and try to figure out what really is going on. I don't know if you guys watch her documentary situation or if you guys watch the musical. I watched the documentary situation and I thought it was rather interesting. And I feel like it must be really haunting to her with everything that she's going through right now with Ben Affleck. The words of, what is that beautiful lady's name? Jennifer Fonda, whatever her name is, someone Fonda, because Jane Fonda? I don't know, but that lady, she's got the pixie cut and it's great and stuff, and she's super beautiful. And so she told JLo, when she was trying to decide whether or not she wanted to participate, she's like, JLo, are you sure that it's a good idea to be out here just talking about this love story? Like, it's so beautiful, it's so precious, and it's yours. I would advise you to keep it to yourself, keep it precious, because there are a lot of people out there. She didn't say the evil eye, but she was basically saying there's an evil. A lot of people will have an evil eye towards you and your relationship and stuff, and they will revel in the idea of it failing. So are you sure that you want to scream it from the mountaintops and stuff? Because there's going to be a lot of pressure on you to maintain this relationship. And just, I thought it was amazing advice. JLo, of course, didn't listen. JLo doesn't really listen to anyone's advice in this documentary, including Ben's. And look where we are now. Everything just playing out. A lot of people relishing in the separation and everything, even though this is a devastating situation for JLo, devastating situation for Ben, and most importantly, a devastating situation for their children, who have just gone through so many breakups on both of their sides. It's a lot. But anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now, so let me just end it here and recap the first half. All right. Ben moved his items out of the house, you guys. There's no divorce announcement yet, but it looks like it's coming sooner rather than later. Let me know what you think about the situation in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.